Hey guys, and welcome to an episode of Let's Play Spirit of Justice. Okay, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice. Jesus Christ, why is the title so long in English? This is STZ Gamer, and we are going to be covering the first episode, or first case, of this game in this video. Kinda didn't want to wait around too long to start working on this LP because, oh man, we're in for a ride. If you haven't seen the stream that I've been doing anyway, at least, this is a game. This is a game. I'll say it's, I've quite enjoyed this adventure a lot more than I did in Dual Destiny, at least, but, I'm not gonna go into it too much. We're gonna go ahead and just go right on into this. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like 5 million cutscenes. A foreign turnabout. Let's begin.
On the western edge of the Far East, lies a peaceful country of spirit mediums and mystery, the kingdom of Khurain. But now, the flames of revolution are threatening to consume it whole. But things like revolt and revolution were the furthest things from my mind when I first arrived in this land.
Oh my god, Albie's shoes. I didn't even realize the shoes he's wearing. They're like Kingdom Hearts shoes. Episode 1, The Foreign Turnabout. When did we start turning this into episodes now? Here in Khurain, death is not the end. Even after death, the soul lives on in the Twilight Realm. And priestesses can commune with the spirits of the dead. Fear not death. In the name of the Holy Mother. Fear only the impurities of your soul. Still trying to figure out volume here.
This blight on my soul. I'll have the child take the blame.
Well, boy, I wonder who the culprit is. Ah, shit, I forgot to get a stylus. I should be fine, hopefully. Anyway, in the Kingdom of Khurain. This should be good on volume. No, I need the stylus because I'm going to be selecting a lot of things in investigation. I'll be right back. Alright. I'm finally here. So this is the Kingdom of Khurain, huh? What a long trip. I wonder how many hours I was in the air. But just look at this place. Phoenix Wright, living the tourist life. Get a load of the street. It really feels like I'm in another world here. And that gorgeous temple. I read that's the center of town. Wow, an ox right in the middle of the street. I have to get a picture of that. Phoenix. Excuse me, sir. I wonder what kind of bird that is. I've never seen anything like it. That's quite a crest it has on its head. Excuse me, sir! What? Oh, yes? Pardon me, but are you Mr. Wright? Yes, that's right. Oops. Hope he hasn't been trying to get my attention all this time. Wait a minute. Are you... That's right! I'll be your guide, at your service! I'm a monk in training at Temple, and I'll be your guide around town. I'm going to cry a lot because the puns in this are ridiculous. More so than usual. It's very nice to meet you. Hapraki. Happy. What now? Hapraki. That's how we greet people here in Khurain. It's like hello or how do you do? It's a pretty handy expression, you know? Okay, let me give it a try. Hello, I'm Phoenix Wright. Hapraki. My name is Phoenix Wright, and I run a small law office. Well, that's what I do back home anyway. Right now I'm just a traveler, a stranger in a strange land. Welcome to our country. Welcome to the kingdom of Khurain, land of spirit mediums and mystery. Well, that was weird. This is for you! To celebrate your arrival! Speaking of mystery, what is this mysterious green lump exactly? Allow me to explain. This is a famous Khurainese sweet bun. It's called a megataman, or sobun. It's shaped like a magatama. It's so yummy it'll send your soul right to this twilight realm. That doesn't exactly make me eager to try it. Thanks. I think I'll indulge later. That will be 20 damas. Thank you for your patronage. I have to pay? I always have plenty of those on hand, so just let me know if you ever want any more. How much do you have? No wonder his bag looks so heavy. It's stuffed with all the tools of his trade. Oops! Oh, I almost forgot to tell you something really important. It's about Miss Maya. She can't come see you for a few days yet. Yeah, when I called her from the airport, she said she was still training up in the mountains. I told her I waited for her here. Either way, I was glad to hear she's in good spirits. Maya Fey. She's a spirit medium who used to work as my assistant. That tease! I came all the way out here to celebrate the end of her ascetic training with her. Albie, this is my first time in this country, so I'll be counting on you, okay? You got it, sir! Please, don't hesitate if you need anything at all! Maya was right when she told me I could leave everything in your capable hands. Aw, shucks, she said that? That sure was nice of her. Why is he so cute? I had a chance to show Miss Maya around a little bit too. There's one person Maya was worried about, it's me. Because we both know trouble likes to follow you wherever you go, she said. That girl worries too much. But you sure came early to the party, Mr. Wright, sir. I mean, Miss Maya won't be done with her training for another 2 weeks. Ugh, I hate to admit it, but I came early because I was worried about her too. Oh, well, you know. I thought I'd get in a little sightseeing first. Oh, sightseeing? Well, I'm your man for that. I'll show you all the best sights this country has to offer. Thanks. That would be great. I guess Albie takes his job very seriously. Well, what are we waiting for? Those sights aren't going to see themselves. Yikes, you don't have to shove. First stop, Temple, right there in the center of town. There's something there I really want to show you. Alright, Albie, alright, calm down. He's cute, though. April 23rd at 4:45 p.m. at Temple Plaza. Do I read these dialogues? I'm not sure. I do that for DGS, but I'm not sure if I'm doing it here. Wow, it's even more impressive up close. Allow me to explain. This is the heart of our town, Temple. It was created by the founder of Khurainism, the Holy Mother herself. I'm training right here at this temple to be a monk someday. I read that the people of this country are all adherents of Khurainism. According to my guidebook, it's a religion in which ancestral spirits are venerated. The Holy Mother was a great spirit medium who could commune with our ancestors' souls. The spirit mediums become queen to this day. Oh, excuse me. And spirit mediums become queen to this day, direct descendants of the Holy Mother. A spirit medium rules the entire country, huh? Talk about power and influence. The main thing you'll want to see when you come to Temple is the Dance of Devotion rite. The Dance of Devotion takes place twice, once in the morning and once in the afternoon. This dance, along with the Song of Ceremony, is to form an offering to the Holy Mother. The Dance of Devotion has the power to summon 4 souls from the Twilight Realm. In Khurainism, wings form. Hold it. Slow down. I can't remember all that at once. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I got a little overexcited. Anyway, the main thing I got from all that is that you really, really love your country. Well, that's sure true. I like this kid. He pours his heart into everything he does. Let's see. I guess I just explained about half of what I usually explain. That's half? So I'll give you a special discount and only charge you 10 damas for the tour fee. Thank you for your patronage. I guess he pours his heart into aggressive salesmanship too. Come to think of it, Miss Maya told me she could tell I love my country too. We stood there for about an hour while I told her all about the Holy Mother. Really? An hour? Hope that counted as patience training. And she seemed really interested too. She listened to my whole speech. Huh. That doesn't sound like the Maya I know. I bet she fell asleep. Miss Maya is so kind and nice. She treats me really well, like a little brother. She kinda is like a big sister to me. This is Maya Fey we're talking about, right? Maybe she's grown up since I last saw her. Well, everybody has to grow up at some point. Oh no! What's the matter? Is it that time already? We have to hurry into the temple right away! But first, let me give you this lyrics card for the Song of Ceremony I told you about. There's an English translation of the lyrics there too, so give it a read, okay? But why the big rush? If we don't hurry, we'll miss the beginning of her benevolence's Dance of Devotion. Jesus Christ, that's a mouthful. Her benevolence? Is it a cutscene?
I'll be your guy. You're under arrest for treason.
I'm amazed that she could keep doing that despite what was going on. Let me in! Why won't you let me in? 'Cause you're a foreigner. What business could you have with this court? I told you, my friend is on trial in there. The police raided the temple in the middle of the dance performance yesterday and arrested Albie on suspicion of treason. I was worried about Albie, so I just had to come see his trial. A trial isn't a tourist attraction, so clear off. If you want a picture for your scrapbook, take one of me and get out of here. Look, you've got it all wrong. Just great. Well, I guess there's only one thing to do. Tell him I'm Khurainese! Actually, I used to be Khurainese. What? I lived here when I was little. Oh, really? What town are you from? Oh, well, it was a tiny village called Phoenixia. You tried. You tried. There's no such place. Did you really expect to get away with a barefaced lie like that? Busted. Well, I guess that means there's only one thing left to say. Yes, I'm a foreigner, but I'm not your average foreigner. What? I'm actually a lawyer. I'm back at home anyway. What? A lawyer? I can't... That's not possible. What's he so shocked about? Well, whatever. Now's my chance. Nothing wrong with the lawyer entering the courtroom, right? Wait! Get back here, you! Uh-oh. I forgot to lower the volume there, didn't I? Sorry! So this is a Khurainese courtroom. Wait, isn't that her benevolence? What's she doing here in court? The divination seance has been performed. I will now hand down my verdict against the accused. That purple. What? A verdict already? But the trial only just started. Guilty? There's gotta be some kind of mistake. Please, take another look. Seances performed by Princess Raifa are infallible. They show only the truth. What right do you have to question her abilities? But I didn't...
Isn't it ironic that you, a devout adherent of Khurainism, would dare doubt her insight? Non-believers will only be met with suffering in the Twilight Realm, you know.
But I didn't do it. Your benevolence, allow me to explain. I beg of you.
Be silent, impudent whelp. There is no merit to be had in indulging the ramblings born of a criminal's unclean soul.
But what in the world is going on here? The judge made his ruling based on something called a divination seance? What is Albie's attorney doing? What attorney? Wait a minute. Where is Albie's attorney? Why is this happening? I didn't do anything wrong.
Foolish child. Doubting the divination seance is tantamount to doubting the Holy Mother herself. Your Majesty, as royal priestess and in the name of the Holy Mother, I command you. Impose the highest penalty against this unclean soul.
As you command, so shall it be done, your benevolence. May her holiness grant us her divine favor. Udihara Khurain. No! What? We're not having this. We're not having this. Wait just one moment. You're... Ugh, me and my big mouth. Now what?
Mr. Wright? What are you doing here, sir?
Well, I'm in it now, so I have to do this right. I have to do this right. Excuse me. Your Honor, it's too soon to give your verdict. This trial has only been underway for a few minutes. Excuse me? Who on earth are you? I'm, well... an ordinary tourist, Your Honor. Just passing through. Ah, a tourist, are you? Hapraki. But more importantly, where is this boy's defense attorney? Defense attorney? Whatever are you talking about? He doesn't need a defense attorney. Wait, what? Of course you wouldn't be aware, being a foreigner and all, but we have no need for defense attorneys here in the kingdom of Khurain. We leave it all up to her benevolence. Her benevolence is sacred power of spirit communion. Her divination seances determine all. What? But surely you see how unfair that is. What kind of insane court system are they running here?
You would dare mock me, you barb-headed buffoon. If you value your life, you will leave post-haste. Or shall I summon the bailiff?
The bailiff is that big scary dude with the big scary gun, isn't he?
I'm sure he would be happy to oblige you with a bullet or two as a souvenir of your travels.
At the cost of an arm and a leg? No, cost of an arm and a leg, no doubt.
Now hold on! Mr. Wright has nothing to do with any of this!
Albie.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, Mr. Wright, but never mind about me. You just go ahead and go see Miss Maya.
But
forget about me! You have to go now! I'm sure you can find another guide. There were lots more places I wanted to show you. But it looks like I won't get a chance now. I'm sorry.
The poor kid. He's trying to put on a brave face, but look how terrified he is. What can I do? What should I do? We're defending Albie. I can't just let a verdict be handed down with nobody standing in Albie's corner. If Albie doesn't have a defense attorney, then I'll do it. I'll defend him. Defend him? You can't be serious. Did you hear that? Is he out of his mind? Heaven forbid!
Defend me? Mr. Wright, what are you saying? You can't do that!
I most certainly can. Don't worry, I'm quite used to tackling all sorts of trials. Besides, can you imagine how furious Maya would be if I let anything happen to you?
Mr. Wright!
You are but a naive tourist, ignorant of our ways. But if you are smart, you will heed my advice. Do not pursue this matter any further. Looks like defending somebody is easier said than done in this country. Bailiff, throw this man out.
Hold it!
Payne?
Your Majesty, if you please.
You have something to say, Mr. Payne.
Why not allow it, Your Majesty? Why not have him defend the accused?
I'm sorry, what?
It could prove very interesting. Right, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Right. Mr. whoever you are. Prosecutor, are you acquainted with this traveler? Good God. This is always like this when I'm starting up new things.
That's Chief Prosecutor, Your Majesty, and yes, I am acquainted with him. He's a defense attorney from my native land. I've had dealings with him in the courtroom before.
Heavens to Betsy! I'm sorry, I can't even imagine her saying that.
What? Mr. Wright, you're a defense attorney?
What is getting everyone all riled up over this? A defense attorney? Well, this is a shock. You may be surprised to hear that I have more than 10 years of experience. I guess there aren't all that many lawyers around here.
Your Majesty, would you kindly allow us to proceed in the matter of my old country?
But, Mr. Payne, I've already made a ruling in this case.
God nostalgia, if you will, but I am most eager to give it a try.
But I have a previous engagement, you see. A class gathering with the missus.
Your Majesty, I agree we should have a whack at it. It sounds amusing. A score of years have passed since we last saw a defense attorney in this courtroom.
A score? As in 20 years? What's the deal with this country?
Mr. Payne, I want that barbed head brought to me on a stick.
Holy shit, this woman.
As you wish, your benevolence. I, Chief Prosecutor Payne, will see it myself. See to it.
Very well, Mr. Payne, if that is what you and your benevolence want, I will acquiesce. As for the defense, I hope you are prepared for every eventuality. Every eventuality? What is he talking about?
There, are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Payne. And sorry for not remembering you earlier.
That's Chief Prosecutor, or the Incredible Payne, as I'm also known in this country. And you'll see soon enough just why that is, when you're forced to capitulate to me before this very court of law.
Why is he so strangely confident? And not only that, but what's with the gallery? Just you watch. That defense attorney will try and twist the truth. You can bet on it.
Get him, Chief Prosecutor! Crush that defense devil!
This is way more lawyer hate than even back at home. Now, if you would please give your opening argument once again, Mr. Payne.
Certainly, Your Majesty. The accused is charged with 2 crimes, larceny and murder. Yesterday, the Founder's Orb was stolen from the treasure room of Temple. In addition to the theft, 2 other things were discovered in the treasure room. The dead body of Mr. Patrol, Temple security guard, and the empty treasure box that housed the orb that Mr. Roll was in charge of guarding. We believe that Mr. Roll was murdered by the thief who stole the treasure.
To kill a god armed with a gun. What a terrifying bold act.
I couldn't agree more, Your Majesty. Please allow me to submit as evidence the victim's autopsy report and crime photo.
Alright, thank you for that stuff. Can I just say I also like the music in this one too. It's definitely all around big improvement since Dual Destiny. It's been a long time since we had evidence presented in court as well. It's kind of refreshing, actually.
We may rely on the power of the seances, but our police still carry out investigations.
Babbling.
Thus, any proof I provide is indisputable.
Oh, really? Well, forgive me if I don't just take your word for it. I can check the evidence out myself by looking at them in the court record. We'll see just how thorough you and your police were, Mr. Payne. Such a deplorable crime. The audacity of stealing the sacred treasure of Her Holiness, our founding mother. It's a crime that strikes at the very heart of our nation.
Exactly, Your Majesty. We mustn't let the culprit get away with these heinous deeds. Indeed, such deeds are best described as treason against the crown.
Is this treasure really such a valuable object? How can you even ask such a thing? Of course it is. Why, sealed within this treasure is the very soul, the mitama, of the Holy Mother. Her soul is sealed within the treasure? I think I'll take that with a grain of salt. You don't believe it, do you? Of course I believe it. Something tells me I better play along. This is a very religious nation, you probably should. This kind of irreverence is exactly why I dislike defense attorneys so much. I don't think that has anything to do with being a defense attorney. Your Honor, Your Majesty. What is it now? This treasure. I've never seen it, so it's a little hard for me to imagine. Could I see a photo of it or something? Of all the outlandish requests, you defense attorneys are truly beyond the pale. He's been getting awfully angry with me. Are those veins popping out of his forehead?
It's forbidden for anyone outside of the royal family to view the treasure itself. They say that anyone without the proper spiritual power would be blinded instantly. That is why the average person has never seen the treasure, Mr. Wright.
I guess there are national treasures that are off limits to the public back home too.
For the benefit of the shamelessly uninformed defense, let me share this newspaper article.
Sorry, we kind of jumped into this, okay?
It includes photos taken about 8 years ago when the treasure was unearthed. These are the only public photos of the outer box in existence. What's more, the treasure box only leaves the temple's treasure room but once a year, for a special New Year's rite that takes place at the palace. Therefore, this treasure box has only ever been seen by a handful of people.
Thank you. I hear there's been a string of thefts lately of historic artifacts from the temple. I'm still trying to think of a voice for the judge.
Right, Your Majesty, inexcusable thievery of precious national treasures for personal gain. And the culprit is the accused.
So he used his position as a monk in training to get his hands on the treasure, is that it?
The accused's family is by no means wealthy. To help with family finances, he works as a tour guide in addition to his ascetic training.
Thank you for giving an excellent outline of the case, Mr. Payne. Now then, no more questions from the defense, I presume? What? No, I do have questions. Even more? But you just asked a bunch. Well, make it snappy. My class starts in just a few short minutes. What? He's still planning on going to that thing? There's still a lot I don't know about the case. I should ask now while I have the chance. Let's see. What else do I need to know more about? We'll ask more about this in the next video because I believe we are now kind of out of time. So, let's continue in the next part. Oh shoot, I forgot to switch this. Ah. This place. Phoenix Wright, living the tourist life. Get a load of the street. It really feels like I'm in another world here. And that gorgeous temple. I read that's the center of town. Wow, an ox right in the middle of the street. I have to get a picture of that. Phoenix. Excuse me, sir. I wonder what kind of bird that is. I've never seen anything like it. That's quite a crest it has on its head. Excuse me, sir. What? Oh, yes? Pardon me, but are you Mr. Wright? Yes, that's right. Oops. Hope he hasn't been trying to get my attention all this time. Still trying to figure out volume here.
This blight on my soul. I'll have the child take the blame.
Well, boy, I wonder who the culprit is. Ah, shit, I forgot to get a stylus. I should be fine, hopefully. Anyway, in the kingdom of Khurain. This should be good on volume. No, I need the stylus because I'm going to be selecting a lot of things in investigation. I'll be right back. Alright. I'm finally here. So this is the kingdom of Khurain, huh? What a long trip. I wonder how many hours I was in the air. But just look at these shoes. I didn't even realize the shoes he's wearing. They're like Kingdom Hearts shoes. Episode 1, The Foreign Turnabout. When did we start turning this into episodes now? Here in Khurain, death is not the end. Even after death, the soul lives on in the Twilight Realm. And priestesses can commune with the spirits of the dead. Fear not death. In the name of the Holy Mother. Fear only the impurities of your soul. Hey guys, and welcome to an episode of Let's Play Spirit of Justice. Okay, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice. Jesus Christ, why is the title so long in English? This is STZ Gamer, and we are going to be covering the first episode, or first case, of this game in this video. Kinda didn't want to wait around too long to start working on this LP because, oh man, we're in for a ride. If you haven't seen the stream that I've been doing anyway, at least, this is a game. This is a game. I'll say it's, I've quite enjoyed this adventure a lot more than I did in Dual Destiny, at least, but, I'm not gonna go into it too much. We're gonna go ahead and just go right on into this. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like 5 million cutscenes. A foreign turnabout. Let's begin.
On the western edge of the Far East, lies a peaceful country of spirit mediums and mystery, the kingdom of Khurain. But now, the flames of revolution are threatening to consume it whole. But things like revolt and revolution were the furthest things from my mind when I first arrived in this land.
Oh my god,